Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Life Paranormal Podcast Sunday Makeup Show. I'm your host, Russell Reynolds, along with my co-host, my dad, Russell Reynolds Sr. Coming to you on a Monday night after our long weekend and investigation. Let's say hi to the chat real quick. Hey, Jeanette, welcome in. Hey, Ambry, welcome in. Before we get started, we're going to plug a couple of events real quick. Our next event we're going to be at is the Get Haunted event, Missouri State Penitentiary on June 20th. Hey, Val, welcome in. We'll be there investigating with the guys from Get Haunted and Next of Kin and some of our team members and friends. So we can't wait to see you guys. And then after that, we will be at Bordertown Paracon in August 8th. My dad and I are presenters this year, so free admission. They don't charge to get in the doors, so come on out and say hello. We will have merch there, stuff for sale, equipment, all kinds of stuff. So come see us. Hey, Richie, welcome in. Our next event after that we are going to be at is Crypticon KC. So come on out and see us there. Get your tickets quick because Crypticon does get busy with all the horror movie actors. We are headlining the paranormal portion this year. First ever, they're doing the paranormal at Crypticon KC. So come on out and check it out and get some autographs. We'll have stuff there. And then after that, my dad and I are speakers at the West Kentucky Paranormal Expo. And Aaron G. Thompson from 28 Days Haunted is one of the headliners this year. And Jimmy Ricker and Jeffrey Ward, good friends of ours from Outlaw Paranormal, they're also headlining it this year, along with the Wenda brothers. You got 202 Podcasts, several great people there. Rachel DeMarco, Teps Investigates, Josh Morris, several other ones that are going to be there. And that will be in September. And in October, we will be at the Rock Island Paracon. I'll have a banner here soon. I got to send my stuff into Candy. So we have a special guest tonight, like we always do every Sunday. Our one guest, Rebecca, she's going to be late. She's working late tonight, so she will be on as soon as she can. But without further ado, we've got StreamYard to work. Rebecca, we got Carol Garcia, and Rebecca will be here later.
Hi.
So tonight we talk a little bit about our investigation at Mortuary Manor in Toledo, Ohio. I know you were in watching the live, and I thank everybody for tuning into that live. And before we get started talking about that, I want to thank Corey and Todd, the owners of Mortuary Manor, for all their hospitality and letting us come in and investigate such a great place. I mean, it was an awesome place. They put their trust into us and even gave us the keys to the building. So
that was really nice.
The Airbnbs are awesome too, especially the one they had like a whole gothic horror themed Airbnb.
Wow.
Pretty cool. One of the rooms actually had a coffin inside of it. If you see my pictures on Facebook, you'll see me laying in that coffin, and
I thought I saw that.
Praying position with my rosary on it.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty active place. I mean, during the day too. I mean, yeah. Friday we got to walk around. Since we got there on Friday, we got to walk around, and yeah, that was Jeanette's bedroom. It was ours first there, Jeanette. We stayed in there Friday night. But we got to walk around, take pictures, and Todd was like, "You guys are cool. I'm gonna let you in early. The museum closed," and he's like, gave us a tour. And without further ado, we got Rebecca's here.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Sorry, I just gotta work. So I just got here.
Ambry, we were in Toledo, Ohio. It was about a 12-hour drive from here. And my cousin,
you were driving for a long time.
I don't know how she did it. She drove all the way.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
we left Friday night at 9:00. We were at Mortuary Manor about 9:00 in the morning.
Wow.
Oof.
And we went and got something to eat, checked out the town because we were by Lake Erie and stuff. And sitting out front of Mortuary Manor, we were picking up activity outside. All electronics were screwing up. And
while you were outside?
Yep. And
we got a couple of things going on at the building there from the pictures that you posted.
Yep.
Yep.
And that whole thing is connected. Even across the street from Mortuary Manor was actually also a funeral home. It was like a monument place. It's like a whole Polish district.
Oh, okay.
And Todd saw us sitting out there, and the one lady that also works there, there's going to be a tattoo shop there.
In the building across the street?
In Mortuary Manor.
Oh, okay.
So eventually you'll be able to go there and rent the place, investigate, and get tattoos.
That's different.
Yeah, that's really different.
And she takes care of all the hospitality stuff for the Airbnbs, make sure they're all stocked and all the linens washed and everything.
Oh, that's great.
And she had this cute black cat. And the black cat would come out of the tattoo studio. The little cat tried to get in the Airbnb with me. He wanted to come in with us.
He probably smelt your cat.
Yep. Hey, Barbara, welcome in.
Hi, Barbara.
And so Todd was like, he says, "You guys want a tour? I'll get you set up in your Airbnb and we'll meet down here and I'll give you a tour." So he gave us a tour, and he shut the museum down. He had to leave, and he says, "You guys want to walk around, take pictures? You want to investigate a little bit? Go for it." He says, "We got a team coming in at 8:30 tonight till 2 in the morning." But he says, "You're welcome to walk around till then." So that's what we did. And we were taking pictures, and my cousin Kathy caught by the one coffin, she caught a figure, solid black. And you see a hand kind of like this, and it looks like a child's hand.
Wow.
And the black part of it's see-through. You can see through to the other side, and there's no light, nothing. We couldn't debunk it. We couldn't explain it.
What floor was that on?
That was on the first floor where the actual big chapel is, where they have a bunch of coffins on display.
Huh.
And so we went down to the basement, took more pictures. Some of my pictures had a white glowing light in them, that there was nothing to reflect or anything like that. I wasn't using flash or anything.
It was like an orb shape?
No, it was just like a big white light just glowing.
Like a tube?
Not even a tube. I mean, it was about this big around.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's awesome.
And so we did our thing for a little while, and then we all went to the Airbnbs. The team came in, and I had to go get something for him out of our Airbnb. And the owner, Corey, stops me. He says, "You got through," and the other team was there, so I got to meet them and talk with them for a little bit. And they were going to ask me to, they didn't think of it. They wanted me to join them, but they didn't think of it at that time. And I probably would have investigated with them for a little bit, but I was tired and I was like, no, you guys have fun. We're headlining the event tomorrow night.
Right.
And I guess they got some pretty good activity down in the basement where we were filming our live.
That was amazing.
They got some good activity down there as well. They ended up pulling the team out of there at about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Why? What happened?
Some of them started getting nauseated, and
I remember feeling that in that second room that you went in. My stomach started feeling sick.
And I was telling the one guy, there's a coffin. It's called an ice coffin, where they would put the bodies in and they'd pour ice to keep the bodies chilled for the funerals. Well, my cousin Kathy was walking through there and she felt somebody like grab her hand. You remember that, Dad? She was telling us about that. It was grabbing her hand and walking with her like a child.
Aw.
And so I was telling the one team member to put his REM pod over there.
Yeah, I've seen things in the lobby.
And he went to go film and ask questions and his camera died.
Didn't a couple of your pieces of equipment die too?
My digital recorder died. Yep.
I remember him saying that in the live. You're like, my recorder just died.
Yep. And I put new batteries in it before we started.
Yeah, I remember you had said they could use the energy from the equipment.
Yep. I had an EM pump out there so they could use the energy from that. And
instead they used your camera?
Yeah, they used my digital recorder and killed the battery in it.
I kept telling Carol, I'm like, this child, I keep seeing it and it's going like in and out. And so one of the strong entities there that I kept sensing.
Yeah.
And Carol's like, yep.
Well, we did learn some more history of the place, that where the tattoo studio is going, where the big Airbnb is, that was a dentist office at one time. And the dentist was leaving his office and was killed in a car accident head on.
Oof.
Well, my cousin Kathy that night, Saturday morning, she was laying in bed and she kept hearing like this hydraulic sound, like a dentist drill. But
that's kind of creepy.
Even Friday night, she was laying in the one bedroom and she was screaming, "Leave me alone."
Yep.
And we looked over there and here's this light, like a blue illuminating light over her. Yeah, Jeanette also heard it Saturday night also.
The drilling sound?
Yep, that hydraulic sound. Because she kept looking out the window, thought somebody was using an air ratchet, taking tires off the car.
Oh, no. Wow.
And so we ended up getting kicked off the live for some reason. I don't know. It just quit.
Right.
My cousin Kathy's phone went to a blue screen. She couldn't get nothing.
Yeah, there was like the spinning wheel came up on the screen.
Yep. And then I tried to go live on my Facebook page. I couldn't get into it.
Nothing came up. Nothing worked.
No, I tried to go on TikTok.
Was that in the second room that you were in?
Yep.
Yeah, there was something in that room, a man that was not happy.
So after that, after we got kicked off, we were there's a viewing room where they have a coffin. That's where families, if they weren't going to do a funeral or anything. Hey, Christopher. Says, hi, Carol, Russell, and psychic medium Rebecca. Sunday morning, I was in the B&B kitchen with my mom and Kathy. We were talking. I was fine. Yeah, she got sick. Because Kathy messaged me and asked me if we had any Tylenol for And so we were down there and we were in that viewing room, and that's where they weren't having a funeral. The family could say goodbye to the body and say goodbye and everything. And standing there and heard something in the autopsy room. Well, we still had a REM pod back in there where the slabs are, and there's a box of chemicals and equipment in there. Thank you, Christopher. And so I walked back in there. Our homemade REM pod goes off. And I mean, when I walked in there, you could feel it. The whole atmosphere just changed in there. It felt like heavier. And then back in the big autopsy room there, my cousin Kathy heard footsteps shuffling across the concrete. So I walked in there by myself. I told them to stay where they're at. And I hear something go bonk on one of the buckets.
I got 2 bodies.
Christopher said it's his birthday today. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday. I'm reminded of Frosty.
My dad, he stayed upstairs with Jeanette's mom because Jeanette's mom was allergic to the embalming fluid smells.
Oh, okay.
So my dad stayed up there with her, and they were taking pictures, and they captured some figures standing off in the corners and in the pictures.
They were off in the back of the area of the room, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what me and Carol kept saying. We see in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you seen them?
Yeah.
In the back? Yeah.
When Russell was doing the live, we saw like a gathering of people back there.
Yep.
UW, can't pronounce that. We're talking about an investigation that I did at Mortuary Manor over the weekend.
It's what you guys talking about?
Yeah, I can checking out his name.
Oh.
And so we stayed down there for quite a while after that. And as you saw in the live, we started doing that like we were doing a makeshift autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
And that kicked up some stuff too. We had that K2 meter sitting right there, and it was going ballistic right there.
It was. I heard that.
That was cool. I liked when the cat balls were going off at the same time.
Yep.
And then I saw the REM pod that you guys made went off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're paranormal researchers. I don't call us ghost hunters.
Mm-hmm.
We're more of the research type.
Who's that?
Oh, the one wanted to know what we were talking about.
Oh.
And it still has the full casket elevators in that place.
Oh, wow.
When did it stop functioning? What year?
It stopped functioning last year, July of last year.
Oh, so it's fairly recent.
And it opened up in 1897.
Wow.
It was called your Bansky Funeral Home. And there was a tunnel in that big autopsy room.
Mm-hmm.
There was a tunnel that went to the church across the street.
I've never seen that before with any funeral home.
And that's where they would take the bodies so they wouldn't notice from the public.
Right.
Well, the church itself also seen its share of violence. One of the priests got killed there by the cops because the parish was rioting because of the removal of the head priest.
It was a Catholic church?
Yep, it was a Catholic church. And the Airbnb, St. Hedwig Church, and it's actually for sale. They have it. It's up for sale. That and the parish house.
Oh, it's
Wow.
haunted. Oh boy. A church haunted. Like crazy.
Dude, I'm having some paranormal activities going on. Like I hear someone is calling out my names late at night. Also, sometimes when I wake up, I see scratch marks around my body.
You need help or what?
What does the scratch marks look like? Are they in threes, or do they look like fingernail scratches? Like if somebody scratched you with a fingernail, or do they look like razor blade scratches? But yeah, that whole place had mob history.
Oh,
Going
yes, because the area that it's in.
Yep,
Right.
for Prohibition, and the family still operates a funeral home.
In
They
another
have-
area?
They have one down the street from there, and then they have one up in Michigan.
So why did this one close?
They went out of business and wanted to move.
Okay.
So Corey and Todd bought it shortly after. I think they bought it on July 30th. And then they opened it up in November for investigations.
Had they been having activity for a long time?
Yeah, they've
Okay.
had a few, but they don't announce it as a haunted location. They like people to come in and experience it themselves and make their own assessments if it's haunted or
That's really good.
3/4 straight marks side by side, similar to finger scratches, but too narrow.
Mhm.
If you got pictures of them, send them to me at Beyond Life Paranormal Research at gmail.com, and I'll take a look at them for you. And I'll also put the email in the chat for you. Or you can send them to us on Facebook. Whatever you want to do. But it was an awesome place.
Yeah, it seemed like it. The live that you did was really amazing. I liked it.
Yeah.
I would have laid on one of them embalming tables, but them things had so much.
Oh yeah.
I
No.
know. It's like,
You would have needed a lot of bleach wipes.
it was funny. Me and Carol were laughing about that. We were watching. We're just like, we need the wipes.
She's talking Chinese.
And I was like,
Tiny.
no, I might be crazy enough, but I'm not that crazy to lay in dry blood. And somebody did. There was footprints on that one.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
Hey, Joe, welcome in. Yeah, somebody was stupid enough to lay in that fluid, and
No, that's not
one
good
of
to do.
your Bansky's grandsons had moved to Alaska and ran a funeral home service there for a while since he has since passed.
Oh wow, so they had quite a few locations.
Yeah, it's passed from the family. They had a young Ubansky boy. He passed away in that funeral home of leukemia at the age of 7. And then we also learned that in the apartments, the one Airbnb that all the girls stayed in, there used to be a nun that lived in there. And they still have some of her hand carvings downstairs that she used to make. And she was living real dingy and nasty. And
Oh,
she ended up in a nursing home. And when she did, she passed away there. And she's haunting the Airbnb.
that
And
happens
then-
quite often. They go back to the location that they know, right?
Yep. Hey, Shared Paranormal, welcome in. then there was two others. There was two that drank arsenic
Oof.
Out.
and off themselves. And then there was a Civil War soldier that passed away in that building. And then another one hung herself in there.
I was seeing a male that had a high white collar. I saw the profile of him. He had a very sharp nose, and that high white collar, and it was a little bit like frilly.
Uh-huh.
And then he had a black jacket on.
It
I
might have
saw-
been Mr. Ubansky.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw him a couple of times in the building while you were moving around in there.
Because he passed away in there.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look him up and see what he looked like and see if that was what I saw.
See, the place was originally built as a mansion first, and then it turned into a funeral home.
Oh, okay. So it was somebody's home first?
Yep. It was somebody's mansion first, and then
Okay.
they turned it into a funeral home, and then it's been operating ever since.
Wow.
And even the Airbnbs are haunted.
Well, they're up on the second floor, right?
Yep. They're the big ones on the opposite part of the building because they bought the rest of them. The Ubanskis did. So the other one's over where the dentist office used to be. And the REM pods were going crazy in there too.
Is there like a separation, like a new addition onto the building for that?
Yep.
Okay.
And ours was right off the museum. So we were right above everything in the museum.
The older part of the building.
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
And so yeah, it was a pretty interesting place. And then when we got to do the investigation for the event is when I took all my VIP guests down to the basement and started doing stuff. And we had fun doing that. That part of it was fun, but the event part wasn't.
Yes, I heard.
That was a total nightmare. And the ones I feel bad for too, the ones that paid, and then the owners of the building, because they were promised that the parking lot would have been full out there.
Right.
And it wasn't. I mean, you're telling people it's sold out since April 4th, and you got 7 people, and she's saying 10 because she's counting 4 of us that didn't even pay.
Right.
And apparently this has been going on since 2023.
That's not right.
And very rude. Didn't even run an event like it was supposed to be ran. Waiting, we were all standing there waiting for her to say something. Like, what are we doing here?
Right.
And then her friend gets an attitude. Go wherever you want. And I looked at her like, excuse me, you don't run me.
Yeah, that's really rude.
She better return that cross. You could have pressed charges.
The person and the other one, the one other was very rude, talked to us like we were idiots. Yeah. She was very rude. She come in, we come down, she walks past me, snide comment about a restaurant down the road, and she expected us to wait for her to go eat. until she got there.
To
Meanwhile,
do the event?
I've got people that are older that are on medicine that need to eat. We couldn't wait till 8:30 till she got there.
Right.
Right.
That wouldn't have been right.
She made the snide comment at me and I gave it right back to her. Then she's sitting over in the corner talking crap about everybody.
Oh no.
And then says something to the owner about it. Oh, this is a total shit show.
It is.
These
huh?
people are difficult.
Well, because you saw what was being wrongly
Yep.
done.
Yep. And he blamed Jeanette for a lot of stuff.
Wow. That's not
What-
nice.
What is she supposed to let 80-year-old people sleep on a floor?
No,
No.
that's not appropriate at all.
He had the option to book the Airbnbs and she didn't take it.
I wouldn't.
Right.
Just make it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she got rude to my cousin Kathy, which
Don't want to do that.
she's the wrong person you want to get rude to.
And you had been, talking about and putting the information up about this location for a while now.
I'll give you her
every
name,
show.
Barbara. Jen Jacobs of Eclipse Paranormal. And I know she's going to fire back at me because she already has. But people need to be aware of what she's doing. She's scamming people and skimming money.
When you're wrong, you're wrong. And, me and my son, hey, we didn't have to pay, but we're doing it because of the other people.
And there was two of them, her and her friend.
And I told the blonde, I said, oh, by the way, we're supposed to be sold out. Where's all the people? Oh, what you see, that's it.
She's counting 10 people.
I'm saying myself.
There's only 7 that paid. Where's the rest of them?
Right. She's
then-
obviously big. Yeah.
Yeah. And then tell the owner, right? Oh, yeah, that parking lot's going to be full.
Uh-oh.
See what I mean? And we found out, and it wasn't hard. Internet tells you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, she was doing this for years. And she did it once on us. It was around Christmas.
And I gave her the benefit of the
I
doubt
let it slide.
until now she did it this time.
And laughed in our face.
And yeah, she didn't even investigate. She sat on the couch the whole night
And I'm going to say something.
talking about all of us.
If this, what's her name? The blonde?
Trying to remember what her name
Well,
was.
if she's listening right now, she better return that property that she stole from there. It was mine. Or I'm pressing charges and the owner's pressing them. So she better return them. And we know she did take them.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she was outside on the phone too, yelling. Then has nerve to reach out to my friends and start bad mouthing me to them. And then calls the owner and tries to justify the event, saying I wasn't promoting it. Many of you viewers that watch my show, how many times have you saw that flyer go up for Mortuary Manor?
Oh my gosh, so many
Several.
times. Every
Yeah.
show.
Several.
And then you tell people it's been sold out since the 4th, which
And then we found out.
is right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we found out she has her own private.
She was selling tickets through Eventbrite, saying it sold out on Eventbrite, and she's selling them through her website too.
Unbelievable.
Meanwhile, she's operating without a business license. She's hosting these events without a license.
It's not good.
And now she's got some headliners booked for October.
But it ain't going to work for her. And I'll tell you something right now. I got one ticket for her. And the law's got one ticket. You know where that is? In a state pen.
Yeah.
Because she's skimming money from
Right.
tickets.
Exactly, Jeanette. There should have been 25 to 30 people there.
You got it.
Right.
Not what we had. And then when I got told that was it, and I said, "You guys are my VIPs." And then she's trying to say I didn't honor them.
There was nobody there.
Yeah, only 3 VIPs.
Yeah, that's it. And they were, you want to go with us? They went on their merry ways.
Yep,
Like we weren't even there. So this whole thing was set up.
3 VIP guests and 2 general admission.
Wow.
So how's that work for an event?
But see, we
Right.
could have walked away, Carol, and said, hey, take this and shove it.
Yeah,
But we didn't.
I was
Right.
ready to
Right.
pack up and come back to Missouri because I lost 2 days of work.
And my
Right.
Kathy drove all the way and back home again.
Hey, Granzer,
Right.
welcome in.
And that's 10
Hi.
hours on the road.
Yeah,
Okay?
it was a long
No
drive.
sleep. No sleep.
Right.
And for I said to myself, well, for us this is the pack, I believe it ain't worth it. So I said to my son, take what
It's
you
like,
got.
you're my VIP guest. We're going to go do something.
And it went down the basement.
We'll go have fun.
Yeah.
I stayed upstairs with what's name's mother. Okay. I'm sitting in the chair and I'm listening to her sounding off. And boy, my blood was boiling. I says, no, I'm gonna be calm.
Yeah.
And she's in there. Oh yeah, this is what's her name's fault and this one's fault. But none of it's her fault. And then when she's caught at it, she starts putting a crying act on.
Well, yeah. They've got to try to cover up somehow, right?
Right.
And
'Cause they're cornered into, they're put into a corner, so they got to try to figure a way out.
and
There's my cousin. There's Kathy.
yeah.
Hey, Kathy.
Hi.
Yeah, she does think she's untouchable. She's got all these events booked and she's screwing people. And then when people ask for their money back,
Yeah, I'll mail you a check.
I'll mail you a check.
But why
and
not
every-
just sell the tickets? The events are amazing. Why not just the locations are wonderful? You know
Because
what I mean?
she's skimming the money from people.
She don't have a job.
But the more tickets that she sells, obviously, the more she
Exactly.
would be able to put in
Right.
her pocket. So why not sell the tickets if that's just a
Obviously,
stupid
she
thought?
didn't figure it out in her head.
Right.
It's $650 to rent Mortuary Manor.
Right. There's 2 words for con artist.
Yeah.
She could be put into
Did she
that's-
even
that's
cover it
encouraging.
with the amount that she sold?
You're selling tickets for $119 for us,
Right.
and you're saying it's sold out. She didn't even make her money back. It's
No.
under the $650 she paid.
Right.
She-
Meanwhile, she's selling tickets on her own personal website, and what is she doing with the money?
using
she
it for her own
used-
gain.
What she did, she used our family's name. That's what she did.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Because
terrible.
Right.
It
And
is.
she thought,
Bless
wow,
you.
using your
Thank
name,
you.
right? And our family. And I got one right on here now. And boy, she ain't very happy. But I'll tell you something right now. Our name ain't out there for sale.
No, but I mean that place was wonderful. Just
Yeah.
with the live that
Yeah.
you did, it was fun.
Yeah, it's an awesome place, and I mean Corey and Todd, awesome people.
Right. I mean, just to make more have more people purchase the tickets, it would have been a great event.
We're gonna do a big event going.
And like Kathy says, she don't care. Money is better.
Right.
She will care
And,
when she's put in handcuffs.
And
It's
we're
You
gonna
know.
do a big event going for cancer and for a certain person that died from our family.
Right.
And it's going to be the biggest event out there
Yeah, Granzer, this happened over the weekend.
going.
That investigation we did out there. The investigation was fun. We had a ball investigating. But the nightmare and shit show that Eclipse Paranormal caused was garbage.
Right.
And even the owner wasn't happy about it. And then she has the nerve to say I threatened her. I did no such thing. If I want to threaten you, I'll tell it right to you. I'm not going to tell somebody else I threatened you and you're making up lies to the owner of it. Why? Because you're caught in your little own game and scheme. And that's what it is. You got caught. And now you're trying to worm your way out of it and make people feel sorry for you. Well, nobody's feeling sorry for you. You can take your pity party somewhere else because you're done.
It's sad that there's so much greed when it comes to money.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
really
it
is.
is.
Come on.
And,
it-
you know,
it's hard enough out there, Carol.
yeah.
It's hard enough.
Yeah.
People's out there sweating, making trying to make a go of it.
Right.
And here's the one here sitting on their big ass and stealing money from people.
Yeah, it's so wrong.
You
I mean,
know,
it could have been such a wonderful event with more people
Yeah.
there and more
Yeah,
fun.
people could have
I would-
enjoyed it. Had
I would
fun.
place a charge on her, place several charges on her, and then
oh,
you know.
they're going to have the law after her because this is wrong.
And like Kathy said, she didn't know me, never met me, and was rude to me.
Yeah. And she's our relative.
It's
And-
wrong. That's so wrong.
no,
And-
yeah.
You don't mess with our relatives.
And you know what the funny part of it is? She had like Jeanette said, if StreamYard to work, she had every chance to talk to my face there, but she walked away. Then talked crap. It wouldn't even talk on her on the phone.
Wow.
And Jeanette came back down from the Airbnb because Jeanette, she had a whole bunch of cupcakes made and everything.
Everything.
Aw.
And the cupcakes had Amityville on it, Annabelle, mine and my
All right,
dad's.
Jeanette. So I'll send you. I'll send you my address. So if you guys want to bring some cupcakes up here, let me know. I'll make some cookies. I'm good at that.
And so we went down to go get them. Well, as her and I were walking down, there was Jen and the blonde right there, and they shined the light at us, and she quick booked it. And I mean, we did everything from Jeanette stomping a mud hole in her ass.
All right. What you want? One of them coffins or what? What you want, Carol?
Oh, I gotta go on the
I got my
website. I want
rope
to purchase.
right
Yeah,
on
I
here.
want to purchase one of the REM pod coffins.
I
Okay,
haven't
yeah,
seen the website yet.
reach out privately to me,
Yeah.
and I'll get you the price.
Okay.
And
And then send me your address so she can ship it.
Okay.
and you want some, Becky, too?
Yeah, I'll have to look on
You
your
wanna buy
website.
REMPod too?
I'll have to look on your
Yeah, they're
website.
on They're on my LLC page on Facebook.
A bunch of stuff.
Yep. You'll have to send it to my messenger.
Yeah, Jeanette bought the red one over the weekend.
Oh, nice.
And she bought some paddles, wasn't it?
Yep. We've got some cutting board paddles.
Uh-huh.
She bought the Ed and Lorraine one and Michael
nice.
Myers and Jason.
Yeah, I want to look at those too for my girls.
Okay.
Jason would like it too. He cooks a lot in my kitchen. He'd like that.
Yep. There you go. Kathy says email and address.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
And you saw them firsthand. They work.
Yes. They worked really well.
They had them down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see the stuff that you guys made.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're
You're gonna love it. And we're gonna have it on Paracons out there and stuff.
yep.
And we're gonna do that Halloween thing out there. You're talking to what's your name?
Yeah, we're gonna plan our own event out there. Don't know what I did with the Jays.
Oh no.
You mean
Mine's
the
in the
Michael
living room.
Myers? You still got to get the Jason one shipped to you.
My boyfriend's name is Jason, so that was a funny joke. So I don't know what you did with the Jason. I'm like, he's in the living room.
Oh, that's funny.
But if wait till you see the stuff. He has it all out there, and I mean,
Yeah, her REM pods. The REM pods were going off in her house.
yep.
Yeah, I have a couple. I have the black and red one, like the regular REM pod,
Yep.
and I have a 360 motion one.
Well,
As soon as I turn them on, they go nuts in my house. I can't,
these are
can't keep
different.
them on long.
It's funny, we'll be sitting down in her room. That's crazy.
Right.
They have music.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like that Norn.
It does that, but if you hit the two buttons on the bottom,
Bottom.
you'll hear it beep, and then
Yeah.
it'll play the music tone instead.
Good.
Like you heard, I switched one of them to the music tone that night.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'd rather hear the music than that screeching sound.
Right?
It's like nails
Yeah.
on a chalkboard.
Yeah, Granzer, it was a good investigation, but other than the event part was ruined by that person.
It could have been better.
But it could have been better. I was hoping more people. So,
And we know for a fact.
and the funny part of it is we didn't charge her. We were doing it for the people,
Right.
to educate people.
We didn't charge her a dime. And I said, well, we'll do it. We'll try it. But then I had that feeling that night. I said to my son, watch your step. She's going to do it again. And sure as heck she did.
So you can pick your color,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
and she'll do the whatever case you want, whatever color you want.
That's great.
So the two we had there was a red one and a black one. And they're only about this big,
Uh-huh.
and they got skulls all around the outside of them.
Yeah, I
Oh,
couldn't see it because it was
And the
dark.
lights are
So.
in the top of the cover of the casket.
Oh, wow. I can't wait
And
to
then
see
the
it.
antenna is removable, so you can pack it without breaking the antenna.
That's wonderful.
That's all.
Then you got the Annabelle dolls, in
Yep, we got she's got Annabelle dolls, the movie dolls, with the little wooden house.
mm-hmm.
Are they like REM pods also?
Not yet, but that's in the works.
Okay.
I've got a design for one, so
Oh, there you go.
And then these boards, they're bigger, It's a lot of,
yep, they've got the bigger paddle ones. Kathy said I had a good time, loved history, lived the experience, not her.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's terrible. All it takes is
Oh.
one person to ruin
Yeah.
something.
This
Right?
is their first time.
Yeah, going
Investigating.
to one of these paranormal
Yeah,
events, and
She loved it,
she had a ball.
Yeah.
Now she's going to go to a Paracon also, right?
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be at all the Paracons
all
we're
of
at this year,
That's great.
Yeah.
including Rock Island.
Then we're going to see our family.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're going
She
to see
can't wait to see her.
Tony and Judy, and
Oh,
Oh, that's really nice.
yeah. And so, but I don't understand.
there's a nun in the works too,
Yeah.
a nun REM pod.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Yeah. And all this stuff, takes time. And
Oh, yeah.
And we got a ghost radar coming out too
Sweet.
that works
That's
with your
the-
phone.
Right.
Yeah.
You were telling me about that.
Yep. I've been coding circuit boards for it.
Yeah, I want to get that too.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Granzer says, I was late to the stream on the weekend. It seemed like a good event. Get to see what you and your team work. Yeah, I mean, all in all, it was a fun investigation besides what went on. It could be me, but I didn't see many of those live ghost researching videos. And as you see with us, it's more educational. I explained what we were doing and not like the ones you see on YouTube where they're just running around like a bunch of idiots.
I also felt like there was a spirit there that had gotten shot. I felt a shot above my right eye.
And I had, you want to hear
It
this?
wouldn't surprise me.
Uh,
Did you guys hear in the live the gunfire?
Yes.
Right across the street of that place, there's a liquor store right across the street, and they go in and out of there left and right, and there was fights.
Huh. Maybe that's where I was picking it up from.
May have, and I mean, with the
No.
mob history for prohibition, there was a lot of
Yeah, I didn't even know that was over there.
William DeFalco, YouTube, aka Fernando, used to do a lot of ghost researching in Texas. Part of a research team, Spectre was their name. Okay, I've heard of them. This was the late 2010s and early 2020s. Well, Corey and I were standing there Friday talking. Actually, no, it was Saturday. We just got back from eating and we brought Corey back some food. Corey and I were standing there talking, and then the main lobby where the old part of the funeral home was the original entrance. We're standing there. He was sitting at the desk, and I'm standing there talking to him, and all of a sudden the lights just started going crazy. But none of the rest of the building was fine.
Somebody was trying to talk
Yep.
through the lights.
And our bathroom upstairs is out in the hallway for the Airbnb. And I was in there brushing my teeth, had the light on, and the light, only the one
Uh-huh.
was going like this. And you could hear it sizzle.
Yep. They're trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
And then stop.
My daughter lives in a house where there was a woman that lived there. She was a single mom, and Christmas Eve she was going from her job and walking across the street to CVS. She got hit by a train and got decapitated. And she actually returned to the home where my daughter now lives. Her name is Shannon, and she loves to play with the lights in the house and my daughter's shoes.
Uh-huh.
So she moves her shoes around all the time in the bedroom, and the lights, whenever I go into the house, the lights are always flickering. Like she knows,
wow.
you know, when new people, whenever you first walk into the house, it's like she's saying hello.
Yeah, we got to learn a lot about Abraham Lincoln too. They were playing a video about Abraham Lincoln.
In the funeral parlor?
Yep.
Huh.
Right.
When he was
I like when they do the
assassinated,
history.
each state he went to, they had to embalm him again because he started deteriorating. So where he had been shot in the back of the head and the bullet come out here, this was starting to turn black. So I think they embalmed him like 8 times, and then finally they couldn't do it anymore. The body was so deteriorating when they were going to each city with him.
Oh man, that's gross.
Yeah.
Yuck.
And so we got to learn about that too in the video.
I did not know that that happened.
That wasn't the
Yep.
bomb.
No.
And then I learned that one room where the makeup room is, that had the hoist and everything, that
Mhm.
furnace was the incinerator for all the clothing
Oh,
that was covered in blood or anything like that.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And they would throw it in there. We didn't get to see the crematorium. There's another casket elevator that goes down to there because they have two of them.
Oh, they did cremation there also?
Yep.
Wow.
It was down in the other part of the basement.
You couldn't access that?
No, they don't let anybody go down there because it's
Okay.
not safe yet. But he did walk us down there. That's some of the pictures you've seen where you've seen that cloud on the
Uh-huh.
drawn on the wall. That was down in the old basement. Corey actually took us down there and showed us.
Wow.
And
Are they at some point going to open that up for investigation?
I think so. They want to make sure it's safe.
Uh-huh.
I believe they're putting more Airbnbs in also because they have more apartments there. So they're going to,
How many do they have now?
right now, 2.
Hmm.
And then Todd and Corey also live in the apartments too. They live above there too.
Oh, okay.
I never knew what they had early filmmaking at the Civil War time. Can't imagine someone had taken footage of President Lincoln was alive and dead in his tour. Yeah, I know they paraded him around all these cities, and they had to keep bringing them to the funeral homes to embalm them, which was crazy.
Yeah, I never knew that.
yeah.
And some of the coffins they had there, they had a child's coffin that was about this big, and it was see-through. It had glass on the sides and the top. They had a children's embalming table there
That's sad.
Yeah.
from the 1800s. And some of this stuff was part of that funeral home, and then they've got it from other funeral homes as well. They went up. They've got some from a funeral home here in Missouri, too.
I
For
went
that.
to one funeral for a child, and I will never, ever do that ever again in my life.
And there's actual still, if you look in my pictures, you'll see there's still urns there. Those are urns that family never picked up.
Aw.
And they're sitting there in the main lobby part. And then he showed us the actual blueprints of that place.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be a guest on the podcast. He's going
Oh,
to
that's
come on
good.
and talk about the funeral home and stuff. And
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
yeah, him and Todd both were awesome. And they made sure we were good and everything was good with the Airbnbs. And if we needed anything, he said, if you need the heat turned up, just holler at us. And then he says, here's the main keys for the building.
Wow.
That's another one she got angry.
And that's another reason why she got angry, because I had the keys for the building.
She wasn't doing nothing.
And she wasn't doing nothing. She was just sitting there on the couch doing absolutely nothing.
So where did they stay?
Yeah,
They didn't even stay. They left.
they left.
The only one that stayed overnight, his name was Chris. He's a reader, witch, psychic.
Uh-huh.
He slept down in the embalming room down there.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was still here. Question.
That's different.
When you are asked, what are ghosts? What's your answer, and how can you determine the difference between a ghost and a spirit? Ghost, former human, spirit, angel, or demon?
Go ahead, boy. Answer that one.
Well, for me, a ghost is kind of it's not really a human spirit. I don't consider a ghost a human spirit. To me, a former human is a spirit. To me, ghost is just energy. And also, not even an angel. A lot of people call your demonic ghosts also. And some do call it angels. I mean, the Catholics do. I mean, you got in the Bible verse the Holy Ghost.
Catholics don't believe in ghosts.
The newer Catholics don't. The
No.
old Catholics do.
Right. They believe in demons.
Yeah, Chris is Jeanette's friend. We gave him a card, but I didn't really get to meet him because of everything that was going on. And she was sitting on the couch seeing Russell at work. She was intimidated by Russell's raw sexual masculinity, is why she confronted you. She didn't confront me. She ran from me.
She ran.
Oh,
She ran the other direction.
She was frightened.
right. Right.
Jeanette can confirm that. She ran the other direction from us. But has the nerve to call the owner last night and says that tried to justify the event and says I wasn't promoting it. When I was the only one promoting it. When she put that event out, she didn't promote nothing. She was too busy promoting her Firelands event that Patty Negri is going to be at.
Yeah, but you know what? There's so much proof for you because you can go
Yep.
back on every podcast of yours and it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she booked it with her friend.
Mm-hmm.
When Jeanette and I both come downstairs, she could not face me.
Terrible.
She had plenty of time to come discuss it with me. She didn't. She avoided me. And then tries to call me when we're on the road. I ain't going to talk to you. I don't want to hear your lies or your drama.
Right.
Right.
And there's plenty of people that reached out to me and tells me she lives for the drama. And remember that group that tried to destroy me?
She was part of it.
She was part of it. She was friends with the one girl, Crystal Blevins, that ran her mouth.
What happens in the dark comes out in the light.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It will all come out.
Remember I told you, Carol, tables turn.
Oh, it does.
And they turn for the good and they turn for the bad.
Granzer
Yep.
goes, oh, sorry, she could not handle the Russell. That's why she ran away. Exactly. Because my blood was boiling.
Oh, Kathy's were too.
Put it this way, I was ready to jump in the vehicle and come back to Missouri. But it wasn't.
They saw your
wasn't
white
arrested.
light and it frightened them, Russell.
It wasn't fair to the rest of them that were there.
Right.
No.
Okay, here. You people are good at figuring. All right. Now, how much tickets?
119 for us.
Okay. Now you take that, right? And you're saying the place is sold out. Okay. Now you take that and take from 10 people over there.
Yeah, see, Jeanette is a two-war veteran.
You
She's
see-
not one you want to mess with.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take 10 people, right? Minus what? How much it is?
119. There should have been 5 VIPs, 5 general admission if there was 10 people. Not
Right.
counting your hosts or your headliners.
Right.
That didn't pay.
Okay. Now, they said it was sold out. So that means it should have been at least
20 to 30 people there.
people there.
Even the owner figured it out. He said the same thing.
Right.
And the
Oh.
blonde comes out, oh, you want your group small so you're not tripping over each other. You wouldn't trip over each other if you're doing rotations.
Right.
See, she had all these excuses. This place can hold up.
They
Well-
do a Halloween party every year, and they have over 200 people in there for a
People.
Halloween party.
And they have a parking lot, and it's full.
Yeah. They have the parking lot across the street that can fit a bunch of cars in it.
That's what I'm saying. So where is she getting where, oh yeah, if she's not skimming money?
It's
Okay,
not good. It's not.
you see,
And I know her little cronies are watching tonight.
we don't care.
And this little message goes to you, that blonde one that was with her. You better return the property that you stole.
And we know you did.
And we know it was you because you're the only one that knew where the Airbnb was that we were staying in. My address is P.O. Box 113, Breckenridge, Missouri, 64625. That better be in the mail or we're pressing charges against you. And if you're going to pawn it off on like a website or something and say it's a rosary because we're related to the Warrens, that it come from the Warrens, it did not come from the Warrens.
No.
And I do have the receipts, and I have a picture of him wearing it the same day. So,
And I had it and everybody seen it. You know, I even wear it when I go to people's houses.
so it better be in the mail and
Do you
returned.
know how bad that is to steal something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Because I do have your full name. So you didn't think I'd find it, did you?
Hey, Carol, I had my bracelets. Okay. I had this on the table. The bed.
Uh-huh.
And we left, shut the light off. The
Yeah, we
TV,
shut the hallway light off. Our door was shut.
shut.
We shut the upstairs door. And the owner came out to go take care of the other owner's dog because he was at another event.
Uh-huh.
And our door was open. The hallway light was on.
Now, if it was a ghost that took it, right? Why didn't he take it the other stuff?
Right.
Right.
You see?
And see, Jeanette and I looked everywhere. We tore that room apart.
And she blushed.
He tore his bags apart.
I didn't have a flashlight. And I had what's name's mother.
Jeanette's mom with him.
And she
Right.
helped walk me up the stairs. She helped me up because my
Uh.
legs, they were swollen. Well, because of, the ride. Well,
Right.
So I went up there and I laid down and I turned TV on. I took everything off, put it on the table, and he came up. So I says, well, what's going on? He says, I come up check on you. He says, I'm all right. And so
Mhm.
I said, look, I'll put a shirt on, a hoodie, and I'll come back down with you. So I went back down with him. We shut everything up, shut the door, and she was the only one that knew that I was up there.
Yep.
But see,
And then they saw us come back down.
my cross, when I went face to face with her, she was eyeballing it.
His rosary.
Yeah. You see, I know she took it.
Well, let me
She better
tell you,
return it.
if she did, she's going to have some really bad stuff coming her way for taking something like that.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And that was blessed.
And she
All
she
the
better
worse
return it.
reason to not take it.
And the owner of the place, he's pressing charges against her for stealing from there.
Good.
I mentioned it to him
Yeah.
this morning that he dug his bags apart. It's not here.
That's
And
terrible.
he checked the room. Maybe it fell on the floor. He
Jan-
checked
Jeanette
it
and I
all
did
over.
too.
Yeah. So it was 5-finger discount.
They were saying how they
Well.
didn't like me. They didn't even know me. Yeah. They were saying they didn't like my cousin Kathy.
Yeah.
They didn't even know her.
Never met her.
Childish.
They
There's
kept
no reason for
out,
that.
they would have known her.
Right.
And
They got some definite adulting to do.
I'm sitting out there, right?
Yeah, the karma is going to suck.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm listening to all this garbage that they're saying. And the blonde hair one, I mean, what a mouth.
Yeah, she got snotty with me, and I looked at her like, excuse me, you don't run me.
And if it wasn't for what's her name's mother, okay,
Yeah.
I was ready to go in there. And she says, no, don't. It ain't worth it. Let it be.
No.
You know, why ruin the good thing here? So, and that was it. But, you know, the point is, you don't jump on people that you don't know.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
And you don't steal from them either.
And they jumped on, you know, Hathy, the wrong person.
who paid?
It paid.
So crazy.
Hey, in there and give a grin and a smile at my son
Yeah.
and say, ha ha, I got over you. Right? I did it again. Oh, this is the last time she did it.
Well, I got news for you now. Karma wheels its ugly head.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm karma.
And I know she's going to get some goons and start this crap all over again.
Bring it on, because like I said before in one podcast, I'm not playing by your rules this year.
We're not out there looking for problems. We don't want problems.
You fire at me, I'm going to fire back.
But when you come out doing this stuff, you're hurting other people.
Yeah. You're hurting other people. You're booking these people and you're screwing them out of money
Yeah, that's not
for your
right.
own personal
Right.
gain.
Well, see, they didn't screw us out of money because we didn't pay.
I didn't charge her.
Right.
Right.
And I told my son, guess what? Next gig, we're going to charge her, but we ain't doing it.
I'm not doing any more for her.
Nah, she's done.
Yeah.
You don't do
wouldn't
this,
either.
people.
And Patty Negri and Vince, if you're listening, back out of Firelands because you're going to get screwed and burned. And if she tries to send me a cease and desist letter and a lawsuit, maybe you ought to go get a business license first, because I am a licensed business.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. How she's doing it so she don't have to pay taxes. She's got another account that she's doing it.
See, SquareSite does a bank account now.
You see?
Aw.
And so she takes the money and goes, all right, I'll go book this one and book that one. And I said to my son, how's she booking all this? She don't even have a job. See my point?
Yeah. I mean, it's really dangerous if she has no business license.
Nope, she has
Hey.
nothing. And I could be the a-hole and post it right up here.
She got it taken away.
It's scary.
Thing.
And these other people that you screwed that I've read the complaints against you, and then you're harassing their family members for it.
That's
Anybody
terrible.
watching, stay away from Eclipse Paranormal Events because they're no good.
Ain't she gonna come out? Oh yeah, I'm gonna sue you, this and that. What's she gonna sue us for? For her doing wrong?
Lawyers can trace
Right.
everything she has done since she started. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do a forensic accounting on it.
And you know, after this, I guarantee there's a sheriff out there, FBI, or all that is listening to this. You don't get a knock on a door. Because that's like,
Crazy.
okay, for example, you're outside selling tickets to a baseball game.
Yeah. Scalping tickets.
See? She's doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's basically
See?
what it is.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
issuing no refunds.
Yeah. So that's a guilt right there.
Yep.
You're issuing no refunds and canceling the event,
Right.
and telling people, oh, we can move it to the next event. They move it to the next event, and then you cancel that one.
Same thing.
Wow.
And
That's not good.
she's only doing stuff in Indiana and Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, Indiana and Ohio laws, you have to have a business license to run events and
Yep.
paracons.
You gotta have a license to sell stuff too. You know, like we're selling. He's got the license, and you gotta have a license to go out there and do this stuff.
Yeah, we ate at this restaurant called the Pale Horse,
Oh,
and it's all horror themed.
yep.
Oh wow.
It's a horror themed bar and restaurant.
That
You've
sounds
probably
like
seen the
fun.
pictures. You've seen all the masks and Art the Clown, and we walked in. They had a big case of the movie doll with Annabelle in it. We walked in with our Ed and Lorraine shirts on, and they're talking to us about maybe coming in there and doing an investigation.
They have activity?
Oh, they have activity in there as well, they told me.
Wow. That's good.
Me and my son, we walk up there, right? And the people go, look at us, see our shirts, and they go, oh, wow, Ed and Ring Warren. Do you know the Condor House? You know Annabelle?
They had the nun on when we were in there.
Do you know Tony
Oh,
Farrell?
really? Yeah.
And, you know, they come out, yeah. And
Jeanette's friend Mary kind of looks like Bonnie, who
Yeah.
played the nun a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she kind of looks like her. And I even told her that. I was like, you kind of look like Bonnie Irwins that plays the nun.
What a coincidence, huh?
Wow.
Jeanette's got a picture of her. They had a big life-size nun there that moves.
Uh-huh.
She's got her mouth open, growling at the nun.
In the restaurant?
Yeah.
What's her name? Not keep on forgetting. Brought the cupcakes.
Jeanette.
She's got to build these, you know, like I have. Now, I told you on the show once before, you take two abilities, put them together.
Mm-hmm.
One's trying to outdo the other. Okay. Now, she was downstairs, and that's, you know, another way, too. If I was down there, it'd be like one big ball right down there.
Right.
You know, and I had so much fun with her. And she says to me, oh.
Uh-oh, you're catching hell now.
Yeah.
You forgot her name.
Uh-oh. Well, I had fun with her. And so I put holy water on my hands, and I went like this. Don't do that.
She was hissing at my dad like a cat.
Cat.
My cousin Kathy,
Oh,
this was funny. Todd told us about the restaurant, and he said horror theme, but with his Michigan accent,
God.
it sounded like whore. And my cousin Kathy goes, I can't do that. My slutting days are over. I can't slut. He goes, no, horror.
Horror.
And it still sounded like it said whore. And she's like, no, I can't do that. I'm too old. And then when we got there, then she saw, oh, horror.
Right, horror.
Jeanette says the holy water burned. No, it didn't.
It
I know
burned.
it didn't. You know, we were playing games all I'm telling you with her. And she got in the ass. And she wants to come over and see what's wrong. Someone's running around in her house. Right? So I
In
said,
Jeanette's house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
remote view of her house.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to go over there and, you know, do her house and, you know, but
Oh, no.
I love her. She's a card in the
We
hand.
had fun. We had a lot of laughs too.
Yeah.
And
And
Her and me get stuck in the back of the van, and we only have about this much leg room. You got a 6'1" person. I didn't think we were going to get out of there. We're all twisted up like pretzels in there.
Right.
so
That's
I
what
get
happens.
I get out of the van, right? And I'm standing there and I open up the door, slide door. I go, "What's the matter?" She goes, "Oh man, I'm stuck." I said, "Okay, let me shut the door again."
Try again.
Yeah.
Let's start over with this.
Oh,
Poor Corey, I think we're going to make him fat. We fed him so much junk food.
yeah.
We even left him with a bunch.
Oh, wow.
But we had fun. Beside the point, and
That team we met, they were at Michigan.
yeah.
Pretty cool group of guys.
Yeah.
The on Friday night?
Yeah, there was 3 guys and a girl. The one kid was actually on Josh Gates's episode about Dog Man.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And I got talking to them. They were a pretty cool group, and we exchanged contact info, and we're going to get together and do some stuff together too. And
That's good.
they're wanting to get into the residential, and I told them I'd mentor them and teach them how to get into residential cases and stuff like that.
That's really good. There's not enough groups out there that do what you do.
He goes to the land. This is cool.
Like a game of cootie going back
Mhm.
on back there.
He goes,
Right?
he goes, "I'll lay on the table." And like they're down there, like they're cutting somebody open and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they were watching. They were watching
Yeah.
us do that
So I
makeshift autopsy.
I said to myself upstairs, I go, "Come on, take that bomb and hose and shove it up his ass." And I started laughing.
But my cousin Kathy seen when we moved on after we got done doing that. There's a scale there, it's kind of like the scales that you see in a grocery store. I
Okay.
don't know if you could see it in the video and the live.
No, I don't recall it.
It was sitting there going like this, and we weren't even near it anymore.
It was swaying back and forth.
It was swaying back and forth, and then the mannequin's legs were lifting up on the table.
The tables that the mannequins were on, those tables also had fluids on them.
No, not the one that the one mannequin that we did the autopsy. That table was pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
Did you throw it open?
No, we didn't have. You couldn't find a scalpel or anything like that.
Didn't you have your pocket knife?
No, I didn't have my pocket
Ah,
knife.
shucks. You imagine what's in coming down there, the owner. What are you doing? I'm in.
Well, Corey watched. He saw us doing a
Right.
makeshift autopsy down there.
The table that I laid on, the autopsy table that I laid on, felt like it was on an angle.
There's one they had there. There was a metal one that was kind of at an angle like that, so all the fluids
Right.
ran down the side and down the drain. The white ones are tipped like this. They're tipped forward because there was a bucket at the bottom that would catch everything.
That's what it felt like the head was tipped downwards. And
Yep.
when I laid down on it, it felt like it was shaking. And there was a suit that was hanging from the ceiling
Mm-hmm.
on a hook. And when I laid down on the autopsy table, the suit started spinning. When I got off the table, it stopped. And then when my daughter laid down on the table, it started spinning also.
And then the one mannequin, he lost his arm.
Oh,
I went to peek under the body bag, and his arm fell off.
oh no.
You see what I'm talking about? See? He did have his knife.
These
I
are
told
the
you.
days where I guess he didn't feel all put together.
Yeah, that was about the time we heard that stuffing in that first room we were in. It shouldn't have been moving like that at that time.
Was that there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when we heard that.
Yeah, sometimes
Well-
laying on those tables feels really strange.
And then I laid on that body slab,
Yeah, I
You
saw
wanna
you
feel-
laying on that.
You want to feel how cold that was? That was cold. Laying on
That
that.
was made out of tile.
Yep, tile and brick,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and it was cold.
It was cold down there, right?
Oh, I bet.
I was fine for a while in a t-shirt, and then it started getting colder down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why you come upstairs, get a jacket.
Yeah, we came back upstairs, take a break.
But
That was
see,
before we went into the room where you got kicked. There was a strong sweet smell. I could taste it too. Yeah, she was picking up on a strong sweet smell.
You got kicked?
That's when I got kicked off a StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
and boy, he got kicked bad. Knocked him to the same room,
Well-
next room.
I checked my ankle,
Yeah.
right on my ankle. I got a bruise that looked like someone took their finger and went like this on my ankle.
So
Now, how
you did
would I-
get bruised.
How would I know that,
Yeah,
Carol?
I spotted it last night.
How would I
Wow.
know? See, he said, "Oh, well, he got kicked, right?"
Yeah.
He just pointed. See,
Yeah,
how would I know that?
I had a bruise right on my right
On
ankle.
your right ankle?
Yep,
Yeah.
Wow.
and it's the perfect of a finger
Like
indentation.
somebody was pressing in on it?
Yep.
How
That
was
must
your
have been
day?
some pressure to cause a black and blue.
Yeah,
How was your day?
especially through my work boots because
Yeah.
I was wearing work boots.
Becker, how
That's
was your day?
strange.
How was your day?
Busy but good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy got scratched.
Yeah, she got.
She got like a burn mark on the back of her neck.
Huh.
And she was getting pictures, wasn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was getting pictures too. She got quite a few pictures. Kathy did.
Awesome.
That
Do you think it
place-
was something that was just not
Yeah.
knowing their strength?
It could be.
Did
And it-
you guys eat all your junk food on the ride home?
we ate some of it. My dad kept handing me those candy canes up forward. Then fudge, and then she brought fudge, everything.
Oh, that fudge is like chewing.
Oh,
butter.
she brings all the good stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
fudge
it
was
was
rich. I mean, you get
We
it
got to
sugar-
ride with her.
Mm.
I wonder
I
if
got
she one with M&Ms or
That Saturday morning, I was jacked up on caffeine. I drank 2 cups of espresso.
oh, there you
Oh,
go.
no.
Espresso's good. I like espresso.
See, Kathy used to be a bus driver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, transit bus driver
Yeah.
and tour buses and
You want somebody who could drive, boy. Oh, Kathy. Wow.
That's a lot of driving.
yeah.
I was giving her crap because she was acting kind of like a bus driver. I'd start to nod off, my head be going this way.
She would hit the script.
She would jerk the wheel, my head would
Boink.
bounce up.
And I said to him, "Come on, wake up. No, she's talking to you." Huh?
Tried handing me all that junk food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's got a thing over here, puts on her. It's like a stick. For
She's
your
got
phone.
a suction cup
Yeah.
stuck to her window for her phone.
So she turns her music on, you know.
Hey, Sandy, welcome in. We're talking about our investigation for Mortuary Manor over the weekend.
So she's driving, right? And I see her. She's a boogieing. And you know, she's going down that highway.
Mhm.
I'm saying, Kathy, you all right? Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently she was talking to me. She was talking to me, and I must have nodded off and didn't even know it.
Oh,
that she was
no.
talking to me.
Mhm.
But I was also drained too.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
see
a lot,
that?
a lot of energy.
See that bombing fluid? See, I told you he was drained. I told you the bombing fluid. Hey, hey, shove it right up there. That'd be
It
a
wasn't-
spot. Drained
It
you.
wasn't the bomb.
No, it definitely wasn't the bomb. We were gonna take Jeanette's friend Mary and put her down the makeup table. And I was gonna let Jeanette take the brushes and start decorating her. We tried to get her to get in the coffin, but she wouldn't do it.
Oh, I would have done it.
Those
I did.
makeup brushes carry quite an imprint on them.
I might have even slept in there. I don't think I would have
Mm.
mind doing that.
But I'll tell you something.
Yeah, Jeanette's drained just like me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They were in the coffin in a room, right?
Uh-huh.
And I said, wow, you guys are going to have action in there. Guess who had the action?
Who?
Kathy in her room.
Yeah, the REM pod in Kathy's room was going crazy at 4
Oh.
o'clock, 4:30 in the
Hey.
morning.
Here's this
Oh,
is
and then
true
she also
story.
heard the drill too, right?
Yep.
Kathy's sitting in the chair, okay? She has a bag of popcorn, and God bless her soul. She's with her hand in the popcorn, and she fell asleep. And then it was one on the floor, and here's a little mouse.
Yeah, this little mouse
mouse
comes running
grabs
out.
the popcorn
Grab-
and takes
Oh,
off.
geez.
He
Yeah.
took some popcorn and took off.
Yeah.
Oh my
Aw.
god.
And
Aw.
then, so, I said, I said, we got a mouse in here. I said, drop some more popcorn. It's just running away with a popcorn.
Yeah, Mary cracked Kathy up. Yeah, she cracked us all up.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Apparently, they text me and tell me Mary fell out of bed. And she slept through the whole thing. Put her back in bed and she still didn't even wake up.
Oh no.
They thought she was
No.
dead.
They had one of these blow up beds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it gets so high, and so they had to push the couch up next to it.
Yeah, so if she rolled off the bed again, she'd roll onto the damn couch.
So what happened is
I said to Jeanette, I said, you should have just picked her up and put her in the coffin.
Yeah, that way she
No,
wouldn't
it's
have
just-
rolled anywhere.
and
That's
she
funny.
what was it? And she lost her clip.
Her barrette.
Yeah. She couldn't find it. It was in the blankets. Oh. She said going nuts over it.
Sounds like a good weekend.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we had fun.
We had fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to do it again there. We're going to do our own event there.
Good.
We're talking about having a big event. And all these ghost hunters and stuff coming, our friends.
Yep.
And we're gonna put it for cancer.
Doing it the right way. How
Yeah.
events
Aw.
should be done.
Right. And we're gonna
That's very nice.
we're gonna have a raffle out there
Raise
wins, for tickets,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a big one. And I'm gonna set it up with my family, and we're
Mhm.
gonna do it for what's the name?
For Dan
one-
Rivera, too.
Yeah. I'm gonna set it up and see if they want to do it and bring Annabelle out, and,
Aw.
a whole big show.
That's good.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get it all set up when we go to see them, and I think Tony and them will do it. We'll have Wade and all of them. So because he was more family,
Uh-huh.
and that's the one that used to handle once Annabelle doll.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the one that died out there. And we were on our way out there. And my son drove all the way.
Mm-hmm.
We got out there and we rented a hotel, room.
Mm-hmm.
We gave our room away because it was bike week.
Yeah, they gave our room away. So we had to sleep in a car.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we found a place where truck stopped and we slept in a car. And then we went to, got up and went to see that our friend there runs a gift shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ghostly images of Gettysburg.
So she was upstairs and she comes down, she looks at, comes over, gives us a big hug. Oh, wow. And so I said, Wade says, yeah, you better go back. You know, it
wasn't meant to be for
big.
us to be there.
And he was right. And then
then-
we got home.
And that Monday, I got the phone call.
Phone call.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then everybody's, oh, it's Annabelle did it. Annabelle did this.
Oh, they're still. I've seen more posts.
Yeah.
They're still going at it. I'm like, let the guy rest in peace. Leave it alone.
And Annabelle did not do
Hey,
anything.
Brian, welcome in.
Well,
But yeah, if anybody out there, definitely check out Mortuary Manor. You won't be disappointed.
Yep.
yeah, that was definitely fun watching that live. That's for sure. And I'm sure you must have had an even better time, being there together. So
Yeah, we had a ball. It was funny and
literally had a ball. Those ghost balls were lighting up. You literally
Yeah.
could say that your balls were lit up.
yep. And even my my K2 meter was going crazy too, and I had there was a radiator over there, and I had it leaning up against that, which
Oh.
was across the room from the other one.
What are you punching up?
they were both going off. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, they were both
Yeah.
going off.
Yeah. Huh.
Thought I had a
Hmm?
picture of
What?
Mortuary Manor, but I don't.
Oh, you have a picture of that coffin, don't you?
Yeah, not on here.
You just had it.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was with hand.
Those were my balls.
Yeah, those were hers.
What's that?
The cat balls. Those were her. Jeanette's balls were going off. And her EMF, yeah. That was her K2 meter that was going off.
Oh, yeah.
Fingerprints. I'll make sure
Aw.
they.
Oh,
But yeah, all in all, it was a good time, and we can't wait to do it again. And we're in talks with the owners about doing another one there, doing a real event, that how an event should be ran.
you
Mhm.
guys coming up the 4th of July?
4th of July?
Yeah, the farmhouse.
Yeah, I don't know about the 4th of July.
No.
We'll have to figure out a time and day at some point.
Yeah.
We usually my family usually celebrates my nephew's birthday,
Oh,
his heavenly
yeah.
Oh,
birthday.
okay.
Yeah. He was 26 when he passed, so we usually have his
Oh.
memorial. We do a garden memorial party for
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
family members that have passed.
Yeah.
We do that all in one
Well,
day on the 4th.
we'll set a time where you guys can make it, and
Yeah.
Okay.
once you come up there and do that, and
Yeah, when we do that event out there at Mortuary Manor, you guys ought to come out.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
yeah.
Come on
Well,
out.
I'll definitely fly out there. I won't be driving that far. For me,
No.
it would be really long drive.
Yeah, you fly.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
for New Jersey
Yeah.
to Ohio, it's probably 16, 17 hours, probably.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you, Carol, you hop on your broom, right on wings.
No, I only use a
You'll be there in
vacuum,
no
and it
time.
has the cord that flops around behind me.
Yeah, you'll be there in no time.
No.
Yeah, Jeanette's
Some
going to St.
brooms.
Augustine.
Some brooms are quite different nowadays. You never know.
Jeanette, have you ever been to St. Augustine?
Not yet. It's
Not
on my
yet.
list of places.
Oh, I went to St. Augustine and stayed at a haunted B&B also.
you were down in St. Augustine when you used to hitchhike to Florida.
Yeah.
The B&B that I stayed in was a funeral home
Okay.
before it turned into a B&B. And that's the one where my keys got locked into my luggage. I had to call the locksmith to get it unlocked.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to do that? Just take it out and throw it out there and let a truck run it over.
Yeah, I should have. It
Yeah,
cost,
right.
Pop it
costed
open.
a pretty good penny to get it unlocked.
Believe me, you want to lock
She's staying
it
in
quick.
Lily's room.
That's the name of the hotel? That's the name of the B&B?
I don't know.
Mhm.
I used to hitchhike that whole state.
I'm
Oh,
hearing
yeah.
somebody talking.
Yeah. Oh, that's our TV.
You might be
right
hearing
now.
our TV upstairs.
TV?
Yeah, you're on that TV right now.
I'm on it?
There you laughing, see?
No.
Yeah. I was watching you before I come down here.
It's so easy for us then to remote view
Yeah.
because you can turn the TV on.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, I saw in the chat you guys were hearing voices and stuff
Yes.
coming through there. See, we couldn't hear them.
Yep, we heard voices. There was a lot going on.
now if we had our cameras out there, oh man, we would have had a field day.
Yeah, when we do the next event, I'm bringing the DVR systems out.
I put my headphones on when I watch lives like that, so I can
Mhm.
hear it really
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we were standing there in that big embalming room, I moved over so I could see the outer door. We had the door open,
Hmm.
and the hallway started getting dark.
What's the matter, Becky? You got a sore throat?
And
Sinus issues. Because I just
Yeah.
got over the sinus infection, but I've been having still some sinus issues here and there.
I'm gonna tell you, you know what's good for that?
Ranzer, it sounds like a YouTube video.
You take some warm water and put a little hot sauce in it, tiny bit.
Tiny
And
bit.
yeah,
She's
and
going.
gargle it.
She's going.
Warm water.
The serial killer Eileen's room.
That'll break that up.
Oh, Eileen Warmos?
Yep.
You don't put too much, a little bit, and that'll break that right up for you.
No, Seinfeld. I don't watch Seinfeld. But yeah, what I was saying before, that hallway started blacking out,
Uh-huh.
and I could see you could see through it, transparent, this black figure coming down the hallway and comes into the room with us.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
you guys wouldn't, how dark it was, you guys wouldn't have seen it on the live. You could see
Right.
the eyes. Because where the stairs were, we left the light on there and then shut the rest of them off.
Uh-huh.
And I guess Jen and them went to shut that basement door with two still down in the basement. And the last time they shut that door, they couldn't get it open.
Oh, no.
People ended up being trapped down there. They had to pull the pins out of the door.
To take it off the hinges.
Yep.
Wow.
St. Francis, 3rd to 5th, Lily's room. Then a few days later, Eileen Wormos's room.
That sounds like fun.
And then she's going to the Last Resort bar as well. And that's the bar Eileen used to hang out in.
Who's going to that bar?
Jeanette,
Yeah.
down in Florida, yeah.
Yeah.
Her friend Petra lives down in Florida. And
Yeah, I was down in Florida.
we're gonna get ready to wrap up here
Yeah.
because 5 o'clock in the morning comes early for me.
Yep.
Mhm.
And so again, watch who you book for events and who you choose for events, because you may get burned in the end. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
and people need to be aware of her.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, really.
There's so many people out there making this this field.
Yep, like a joke.
Yeah, it's sad.
They're being ding
All
dong.
because of the greed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she made up a lie to us also. See, originally it was supposed to happen April 11th,
Mm.
and she texts me back and says, "Oh, there's a problem with the date." And well, she wanted him to hold the date. She didn't put the deposit down. Somebody come along
And booked it.
and booked it. He ain't gonna say no. If somebody
Right.
comes with paid in full, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I would take that over than waiting on somebody to pay a deposit.
Yeah.
And then proceeds to tell me, "Oh, there was a problem with the date. He told me that the date was available."
Well, yeah, it was available, but you needed to put money down to hold it,
Yep.
just like every other place.
Yeah, one went by Kathy's legs down there too, where we were in that room, in the
Mm.
viewing room before they go to cremation and autopsy and all that stuff.
Maybe that's where you got your bruise from.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy was so tired.
Jeanette
Oh,
says,
man.
"Good night. Love you all. Thanks for putting up with us." Oh, you're welcome anytime, Jeanette.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great weekend.
Yeah, it was. Other than Eclipse Paranormal, everything else was good.
Yeah.
The owners were good, especially Corey. He sat up at the Airbnb talking to us for a couple hours,
That's really nice.
and then him and I stood there for quite a few hours on Saturday talking about stuff. And
Oh, remember it? We told you about that cat that Kathy got? Doing great.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
good.
doing good.
And
Thriving,
every
getting
time she
bigger.
comes- yeah.
Yep.
Every time she comes home, man, yeah, the cow wants milk.
Aw,
Yeah,
She calls him Sir Sirloin.
yeah,
Sir Sirloin. Mm,
But
it's so cute.
She
All right,
saved
we're-
him from being sirloin.
yeah, we're gonna get ready to wrap up here, and I'm gonna put you guys backstage for a minute, close the show out.
Okay, good night.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. StreamYard to work, right?
Mm.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining tonight. We're sorry we had to do that about the whole Clips Paranormal thing, but people need to be aware of it
Yeah,
and what she's doing to people. And I know she's gonna fire back at us, but I really don't
we
care.
don't care. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
So you guys are aware and stuff like that. And to her friend, like I said, that rosary better be in the mail and sent back to us, or we're pressing charges against you, because you're the only one that knew. So we're going to leave it there. That being said, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I will see you Friday night. Tune in tomorrow. As soon as I get the flyer, I'll put it out. I am a guest on a podcast tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central. So be sure to tune into that. And we will see you Friday night. And same time, same channel. Remember, if you're being bullied in the paranormal field, you do have a voice. Nobody's better than anybody in this field. We're all after the same common goal, to prove the existence of life after death. And please, event companies, do the right thing. Don't be like that one.
Said Kathy.
And do it legit for the people. And don't be like that one that is doing that. It's not good for this field, and it's making the rest of us look bad.
Yeah.
So with that being said, everybody have a good night. God bless, and we will see you on Friday night. Have a good night, everyone.